Hello, Leos. How are you? All right, here is your love and money readings for 2024. Your general reading will already be up, as well as the Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer readings. So if those are any of your sun, moon, or rising, or any other placements that you like to follow, you can go check those out. And then we will have the rest of the entire zodiac coming up in the next few days. So let's see what is coming up for you. We're going to do singles, and then we're going to do couples, and then we'll do your money story for 2024. Let's get into it. Oh, I'm Camila Rose. I do a little bit of everything. So let's see what's coming up for our Leos. Leo singles 2024. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. There's a new cycle starting. Love that for you. Love that for you. A new cycle is starting. The wheel of fortune is turning. So hopefully things will be turning in your favor. There's going to be a lot of conversation. Somebody's coming in quick. They could be a air sign. They're coming in quick. They at least want to talk to you. I'm going to get one more. Okay. They at least want to have some conversations with you. There may be some hard work that goes into this, a lot of focused work. They may want to really work on a connection with you. Or you might just be focusing on, you doing your thing. You're very attractive. You're very attractive in this time. So you might be dating around, honestly. Like, you might be having a little roster. This might be your roster. You might be dating around, having a lot of conversations, having a lot of fun, going on a lot of dates, like just trying to figure out, what direction you want to go in, because you do have a lot of this fiery, beautiful Leo energy supporting you right now. What else do we get for 2024 for our Leo singles? Ooh, yeah, I felt that coming, especially that second. Oh yeah, your cards are coming back up. That second, oh yeah. This is from your regular. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that card was there. Ooh wee. Okay. Let me just do this like this. This is from your general reading, honestly. So this is your second quarter. This is your main card, the Two of Cups. So there is a partnership coming in for you, an offer that is going to be made. If you're interested in it, then go ahead and take it. This may be justice for maybe, all the hard work that you've been doing, your new cycle, if you've done a lot of clearing and cleansing, if you've gone and inwards and done a lot of shadow work, integration, like you've really worked hard on yourself. Eight of Pentacles, hard on your health, as far as like taking care of yourself, self-care, mental health, getting therapy, doing all that fun stuff. Then there may be coming in a really nice deep connection for you. That's justice, that's balance, that's harmony, that's bringing in and balancing out a lot of this energy. But you have a choice that you have to make. I'm interested in this, like what decision you're looking towards. It's with the Nine of Pentacles coming right after it, it's definitely around something related to like having happiness and security, especially financially, but also as far as like your physical health. Like you're like really weighing the options about like which direction you want to go with things. I do want to get a clarifier for the Two of Swords. What's your decision? What's going on with this decision that you have to make this choice? Ooh, yeah. You're definitely like not wanting to get stressed out. I think you might be a little hesitant about the stress that might come from like this connection or stepping into a new relationship. So you got two nines here, which is beautiful, but the Nine of Wands is like, okay, you've done all this hard work, you've gone up the hill, you've like manifested the life that you would like to have, but like, whoa, look at this person, y'all. He's got a bandage around his head. He's a little bit guarded. He's a little bit on guard. Like there's just maybe a little fear behind like moving forward into this, especially if you think that it's going to be something that might stress you out or really take you outside of this like really beautiful space that you've been in. And I don't know if you take the offer or not. Like it looks like I don't know if you take the offer or not. What's your outcome? Happy home. Okay, so it's a nice connection. You end up being pretty happy. Like this is your overall energy for like the beginning of the year. Like I think either way you find joy and happiness in this, whether you do decide to take this offer and whether you do decide to like invest in this or not. I think either way that you're going to be really happy, you're going to be feeling really satisfied. And that's probably like the importance of this story overall. One, a new cycle, but two, in general, we're all going to be going through lessons related to like the North Node being in Aries and the South Node being in Libra, is that like we have to really be mindful of making sure we're not sacrificing what we want and our desires and ourselves for community, for the other, that we're not signing up for contracts that do not see our worth, that we're not signing up for relationships that do not see our worth, where the other person is going to be so invested in just themselves that they don't feed into you as well. Like you really need to be more on that whole like North Node in Aries and like an understanding of who you are and what you want and making sure that those needs are being met. It's not to say that you won't be, that if you desire to have a relationship where, you know, maybe you're not as, maybe you're more submissive or something like that. If you desire to have that kind of relationship, the importance is that like that's what's understood and that your needs are being met, that you're not sacrificing your own needs, your own wants, and your own desires for the other. That's the big lesson, and the path forward for North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra. And Aries energy is that fiery survival energy. Like you don't like, yes, you need to be doing the things that make you feel alive, that have helped you to survive, but you don't want to be in survival mode. You want to be moving towards being able to thrive, right? And then having a supportive partner who understands what your needs are and who supports those needs and those desires will actually lead you out of survival mode and into thriving. And that is a successful story of a North Node in Aries and a South Node in Libra. So either way, I think you're going to be good, but you need to make sure that you're putting yourself at the forefront. You're Leo, you're of course going to have that inclination to do that. But if your past cycles have been around sacrificing yourself or just not necessarily putting yourself first, because although Leos are the sun, the world cannot function without you. You have a tendency to want to like take your light and shine it on other people. So you'll put yourself in the background, you'll put yourself behind stage, you'll do like, and you're pushed to the front, you're pushed to be a leader, pushed to be on the stage. Like, and you lean into that because you enjoy it and it's easy for you. But like, if you see someone else who you feel like needs more light, needs to shine, you can have a tendency to step back in order to like help push them forward. So you need to be really mindful of if that was like a pattern for you or a history for you or an old cycle for you and you're trying to end that, to like not in this connection, find yourself being pulled back into that same story, which will leave you feeling like this, where it's like, dang, I did all of this work and I'm still here and I'm tired and I'm worn out and I don't feel cared for. Like you want to make sure that you make the choice that leads you towards this 9 of Pentacles as opposed to a 9 of Wands. And especially one that'll lead you to like happiness overall. So that's for our singles. Let's see what's going on with Leo couples. Leo couples 20. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. There might be some conversations that you need to be having, Leo couples. We got the 7 of Swords, which can be about needing to be cunning, needing to be witty, needing to be clever and mindful about how you're approaching issues that you're having in your relationship. I think overall there is a feeling of happiness, but it might be a superficial feeling of happiness. That's that 9 of Cups, where it's just kind of like y'all are ignoring the issues, because a seven of Swords is saying that there's some type of issue, there's some type of miscommunication that's going on here, and imbalance is happening. Someone's on guard. And so a 9 of Cups could say that like emotionally y'all are feeling pretty good, but there's something that's a little off. It's a superficial happiness. Let's see. 7 of Pentacles. It may feel like you've invested a lot into this relationship and you're not getting what you thought you would get out of it, or maybe it is slow going. Queen of Pentacles. You're feeling very, someone is showing up. So you might be in relationship with someone who is an earth sign, or you might be in this Queen of Pentacles energy, or your overall relationship may be in a Queen of Pentacles energy, which is very nurturing, very caring. So there's a lot of love here, obviously. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of compassion here. There's a lot of caring here. There's no like negative feelings. there's just something that maybe there's an untruth that's not being said. And it's probably related to the fact that like maybe you feel like you've invested time and energy into this and that investment is not being paid out in full. There's a lot of, this could read a lot of different ways. Let me see what else we get. Okay, that's good. Okay. That's good. That's good. There may be, and maybe it's not necessarily that there's the investment, but maybe there's more that you want that isn't being, that hasn't been met yet. Seven. So we have two sevens here. A seven in reverse and a seven upright. A seven of cups is looking at like, oh, okay, look at all these things that I can do. It's like this the fantasy of all the things that you could do, all the feelings that you could have, like all the joy and happiness that could be in this relationship. But it's like, all right, like I mentioned, a nine of cups can be a little bit more superficial. The seven of cups is saying that like there's these things that you desire and that you want, but like, are they being fulfilled? Like, are your needs being met? And there may be a little bit of an untruthfulness about like your needs being met that needs to be spoken about, a conversation that needs to be that needs to happen. And I think also a clarity that you need to have around like what those actually are. Because look at all this. There's all this. Like you need to like get a little bit more clear. You need to get a little bit more honest, a little bit more clear, and you need to speak up about things. Especially if like you really want to get to this space where it's like it's not superficial. This is real. Like you've actually been able to have this really wonderful, beautiful life. Like there is, your fantasy can be a reality. You just need to talk about it and actually like be a little bit more upfront. Now we have the Emperor card. So there may need to be a little bit just more structure. So maybe like you need to schedule out time to have discussions or to say like, hey, like we need to do like a monthly check-in or something, or, you know, we need to check in quarterly just to say like, hey, here are my goals. Here are the things that I desire. This is where I want to see our relationship going, adding a little bit more structure and things like that. This can also be though, like one of the partners. Now, as it is the Emperor, this is Aries energy. This is fire energy. You might be coupled with an Aries. You might also be coupled not with like another person. You might be polyamorous. You might not, but your partner could have Aries qualities or sign placements. Your partner could also have Earth qualities and signs placements. So that Capricorn energy, Taurus energy, and Virgo energy, but they also might have some of those Aries qualities. This is very fiery. It's very passionate, you know, but in order, the thing is that in order for the empire to run, the emperor has to have very like clear instructions, clear order, clear systems. And so there may need to be a little bit more structure brought into place in this relationship to see you really get towards this space. Let's see if I want to get any, I don't know. I don't really feel like I need any clarifiers on these. Let's go ahead and get your outcome couple. Ace of Wands. Yeah, there can definitely be a renewal of passion, a renewal of love, a renewal of like commitment to this relationship, just like the fire kind of coming up here. Ooh, that's interesting. And maybe it's time just for you to look at reality. And to understand that maybe not all of these cups will ever be, that maybe some of these cups didn't come to pass. Maybe some of the things that you wanted, some of the desires you have, like it just didn't happen at this time. But if you want to be able to continue forth and you want to feel this attraction again in this relationship, you want to feel that fire continue to grow, not saying that it's not there, but continue to grow, that there's going to have to be some mourning of some of the things that, you know, didn't work out. In order to see the things that are working out and where you can go from there to move from the past. There may be a little bit of bitterness that's happening here about some dreams that didn't happen or about some, you know, plans that you all made. Maybe there were plans about a house or a car or moving or making a business together, how much money you all were going to be making, how many kids you were going to have. And maybe just some of those things just didn't happen, or they didn't happen the way that you wanted them to, or that you dreamed that they would, but you're still like doing pretty good. Some of these things did happen, and you're adding more structure, bringing a little bit more stability to your relationship. But it all hinges on being honest and being upfront. And it all hinges on your ability to be able to let go of the past, and your ability to be able to let go of past hurts. That's going to be like an underlying thing that's going on in this relationship, and allowing it to get healthier and be in a more fulfilling, emotionally fulfilling space. All right, so that is our couples and our singles reading for Leo. Let's get into Leo's money story. Let's get into the money story for 2024. Okay. Leo money story 20. Oof. That was rough. 2024 money story. I'm excited to see what that looks like for you, because I think your general reading had either a lot to do with monies. There was so much in that singles that was just like closely tied, like the exact same cards, especially starting in that February, or no, April, May, and June. Second one. All right, money story. You have a choice to make. Ooh, okay. There's a choice to make. Something about balancing out your heart and your mind. Isn't that what your pelican was about? Balancing out your heart and your mind? That's that temperance card. Here's that Queen of Pentacles again. Queen of Pentacles showed up for the couples, and the Fool taking a leap of faith. Ooh, okay. Your money story. Your other reading definitely was probably maybe more about relationship stuff, but also about, there's an interesting money story going on here. Your money story in 2024 is leading you towards a decision that needs to be made. And it's one about balancing out your heart and your mind. You definitely are looking for that stability. You're definitely looking for financial security. You're looking for like maintaining your physical health. Like you really want to stabilize and be in this very like confident, secure space where like that whatever it is that you desire, you're going to just be able to like have that in your hand. You do want to take a leap of faith. So the choice that you want to make, it may be something that, I don't know. Let's see. Let's get a clarifier for the Fool. Clarifier for the Fool. Is that the Devil card? No. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Fantastic. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a chance that you want to take financially. There's something that you want to do that's maybe a little outside of the norm, outside of what you've usually done. But you really want to take that chance. You want to dive into it. You want to like aggressively go after it. What else are we getting for the money story in 2024? Oh, do y'all not have anything else to say? There's that Nine of Cups. You've got a Nine of Cups in every one of your readings. We got Nine of Cups for the couples. We got Nine of Cups in your general reading. We're getting Nine of Cups in your story, in your money story. Like Nine of Cups is an energy that is following you in 2024. This is something I think that you think will bring you happiness. I've talked a lot about Nine of Cups being a card that some people are reluctant to get. They don't really like it because it's a little bit of a superficial thing. It's about looks. It's about the glam and all that. But you're Leo. Like, why would you not enjoy that? So it's something that you think will bring you a lot more happiness, a lot more joy, a lot more hosting, a lot more fun. Like this is overall like you're like, I think that your heart hasn't been fulfilled as far as when it comes to like your passions, what you do to make money. You may have been taking a very logical choice that's led you to financial security, but your heart feels unfulfilled. Your heart is longing for something that just makes you feel more excited, that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel appreciated. And you want to take this leap of faith into something new in order to find this happiness. Not only just like financial security, but actual like just enjoying life. Having fun, going out, spending time with your friends and your family and your loved ones, and like finding new passions, finding new hobbies, finding new ways to invest and to grow and to be like joyful. And so I think you're really leaning a little bit more towards in this space of like making this decision. And it's interesting to get that like all these cups at the bottom here, and these can also mean that like You make this choice. You go after this thing. You make the leap of faith. You find a lot of joy and happiness there. You find partnerships and support, financial support, emotional support, and it leads you to like a new thing, a new venture. But it's interesting to get this two of swords as your first one, because I've talked in the other readings about how when you look at the two of swords, she's holding these two swords. Her eyes are covered like the justice card, and justice has been a big one for you. What you put in is what you get out. And as we can see, like the water's in the background for her, but her feet are firmly planted on the ground in this image. And these swords are crossed across her heart. So what that means is that her like heart's a little blocked off. She's really trying to feel into her intuition. She's really trying to think through this and feel through this. But with her heart being blocked, it's going to be hard for her to tap into emotionally what's going on here. She's really leaning towards a more logical state. But what you need is balance. You need heart and mind. You really need to get out of what's put you towards, although it's been very successful, it's just been something that's fed you logically. It just makes sense. But your heart needs a little bit more of this energy as well. Okay. So you're like, I say take the leap of faith. I think you're gonna be really happy with the outcome from it. And we saw, especially like when we looked at your second quarter, your third quarter, that like your moves are really gonna be very successful. Just be really mindful of the partnerships that you make, the contracts that you sign, the things that you align yourself with, and make sure that you're being compensated fairly. So like, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater, as they say. Don't throw out the logic and like the carefulness of making sure that you're like reading over the fine details of things because you're so happy and caught up in it. Okay. Make sure that you're still making really good choices for yourself. Your outcome is you may be again moving into teaching, mentorship, guidance, therapy, all that fun stuff, or you may be having consultations. So you may be becoming a consultant, or moving into a new consultant space, or you may be seeking out some of these services at the end. One more for the outcome. Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're really in your bag. This is you. We love it. Queen of Wands. You are fiery, you are secure, you're going to be, one of the things I read about the Queen of Wands is that they were saying that she's the only queen that like is facing towards you, not her body's facing you. Her face is not. It's turned a little bit away. But her body's facing you and her legs are open. Like she's very in tune with her instincts and her sexuality. She's very in tune with what excites her. And like now you're in this space where you're just, I think you're going to be much more connected with like your soul purpose and what it is that you really want to get out of life. And so I really am excited about this for you. If you're moving into a space of consultations, like just go with it. Enjoy it, go with it, enjoy the freedom that comes with it, enjoy the fire that it gives you and how it just like feeds your soul. Like really lean into that. And I think it's going to be a really good year for you as far as your money story. You're just going to feel a lot more happy and you're going to have that financial security to boot. So I'm really excited for you, Leos. Okay, that's going to be it for your 2024 readings. Leos, you already get readings consistently on this channel. So your new moon in Sagittarius reading will be coming up, I think sometime next week. I don't really remember when this reading will go up. But your new moon in Sag will be up soon. And then we'll get into your usual monthly reading. So we'll talk a little bit about finances. We'll talk about like healing and peace. We'll talk about like success and all that wonderful stuff. I'll do some readings related to that. If you're looking for some support as you move into this new space, I do offer mindfulness coaching, shadow work, and tarot readings. So I can help you out with, I like to call it strategic planning for your life. So we can get you from this space here of trying to think through your decisions and make that choice to this outcome of being in your power, following your intuition, and living a life of your dreams. So go ahead and check that link in the description and schedule some time with me. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Let me know what you're looking forward to for next year, and I'll see you later. Love you. Bye.